Hello everyone and welcome to the video today. Today we're going to talk about Lunar Fall, what to expect and what are the two main roles inside Lunar Fall. Oh, I forgot to take my party down. Go ahead and remove that right now. So, first off, we need to talk about the stats that you're going to get. So the main thing that I need to talk about before we start is, as you can see right here, I have 55% armor break and 113% boss damage on my ult. But when someone else looks at your stats, they can't see your Akasha's equipped. So if I take my Akasha's off, I really only show that I have 90% boss. So please keep that in mind when you are applying for parties to make sure that you're at the minimum requirements for no Akashas. As you can see, I have 50% armor break without it. But if I was gonna go to Lunar Fall, I would need to put on my HH accessories, so my stats would be a little bit different. Again, this is my alt character, so these stats are not accurate of what I will have when I'm there. Okay, so as you see, I'm at 2069 accuracy, 47% armor break, 84% boss damage. So now that we know our basic stats, we can talk about what is expected. The first one is accuracy. We want 2100 accuracy. Some people will take you at 2050, but 2100 and you'll never miss. So using your HH accessories, otherwise it'll be very hard for you to get to this. Okay, the second one will be your crit rate. Your crit rate needs to be as close to 70% as you can get. So the reason I say that is because when you perfume, you get 10% crit rate. That gives you 80%. 80% crit rate in Soul Worker equals 100%. Now, if you have a Lily or a Stella or someone who's really good at buffing, you can get away with lower crit rate if they have higher cooldown. So the reason why 80% crit equals 100% in this game is it's actually your accuracy minuses the boss evade divided by 1000 equals 20% crit hidden. That's how we find out the accuracy numbers for us to run. If we take it and we get rid of their evade, divide by 1000, and that will be the number that we perfectly hit them on. And also it also gives us 20% hitting crit rate. That's why no one tries to go for above 70% crit rate in KR. Okay, next one. You want at least 100% boss to get accepted in the parties. Again, without your Akasha cards. So I would easily be at 100% with an HH weapon, because if I look over at my HH weapon, it gives 20% boss damage on top of, I could roll the same one here. This one gives 0% boss damage, just the 8% rolled. So there we go. I'll get an extra 20% right there. Next one, cooldown. Cooldown, you would want at least 30%. Cooldown is very, very important. I see people running around with low cooldown. And cooldown is so important to your damage because your skills come off cooldown faster, so you can keep using them. You don't have to sit there and auto attack for 4 or 5 seconds. So get at least 30% cooldown. The higher the better. All right, next one, 30% armor break. Again, this is armor break needed without Akasha cards. So if you have hidden Aurora, you need to minus 5% from whatever you have. As you can see up here, Aurora gives 12% boss damage and 5% armor break. That's why I have minus 5%. Next one, you need a +9 weapon, +9 HH weapon with soul stones. With soul stones. I can't stress that enough. So on this account, I shouldn't go to Lunar Fall because I'm using a AOV weapon, because I haven't rolled this one and upgraded it yet. I'm waiting for an upgrade chance event to upgrade this, and then I'll EC it as well. Okay. And the last stat or thing I would recommend is at least Giga Brooches. And when I say Giga Brooches, don't just buy like random Giga Brooches that are really cheap and be like, hey team, I made it! I got all my Giga Brooches! And they take a look and be like, what in the world are you running? You're running Provoke, Swift, and Devastation. Decline. So, make sure you're using the proper brooches. So, when I say proper brooches, you want the armor percent brooch and the attack one always. So, for FOT, that'll be Bunker Siege. For the leg wear, it'll be Brute Force. For BSK, it will be Smelter. And for shoes, you would either need SD Smelter or BSK Smelter, depending on if you need the accuracy or not. All right, next one. You for FOT, and you would need either Erosion or Max HP one, but just don't get the one that gives Max HP and minus attack speed, because attack speed is really good to have. And the last one for FOT, you need Recon or Strategy. I'm not going to go through all the brooches because there is going to be another brooch guide on my channel that I'm going to upload today as well. And I'll go over each brooch, why it's the best, and what are some substitutes we can use. So that goes over all of the stats that you'll need in order to get accepted into at least my party in Lunar Fall. The higher your stats, the easier you'll get accepted. Some people are going to be a little bit harsher than others. Some people are going to be more lenient. It just depends on the party leader, what they're after. Okay. And just a little tip about Lunar Fall before we end this video. Lunar Fall is actually a 4 to 8 man raid that has roles inside that people have to do different things, like Primal when it first came out, if you played during then. In Primal, you had, designate these people are going to this side for tentacles, these people are going to that side for tentacles. But nowadays, you just skip through it. There are two main roles. So the first one is there is a person who fires a beam in there across the room from the boss. And it's actually Edgar. Spoiler alert, chat. If you're watching this, you already know you're here for spoilers. And basically you stand next to Edgar, and then occasionally Edgar will fire a laser beam when the middle boss gets a huge armor buff. And you just have to line it up to where it shoots it, and it will take off his buff. Okay. Then the next role is just Totem Team. Now, Totem Team, there will be totems that spawn while you're fighting Junk Queen, the boss. And basically, you just need to kill them before they do their special effect. Some of them freeze you, some of them blow up and deal massive damage. So you just have to assign people to go kill them. And normally, 3 people go and kill totems, and 1 person does the Edgar beam, because if 2 people are doing it, you can already find out how confusing that might be. So, if you have any more questions about Lunar Fall, please go ahead and leave a comment in here. If you like this video, make sure to like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the brooch video, which is going to be coming out again later today, and I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.